Hey guys, once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So, things got intense in Jamaica Parliament as Damion Crawford put the government under serious pressure over the road condition across the island. But did the minister have the answers or just more questions?
Thank you, Minister.
Yes,
Member
leader.
Crawford and then Member No?
The
Member
president.
Crawford,
I'm on.
there's one beside.
Heinz and then
No, so it's not Heinz first. So Member Crawford, then Member Russell, and then Member Heinz, and
Thank you.
then Member Brownberg. In the sequence of your mic coming on, I saw your mic on for a while, but it's not coming on. So
Today I'm Minister's Day, okay? Minister, I want to start with a concern.
Senior or junior?
Wow. I have two educationists tomorrow.
Member Crawford have two questions.
No, sister. Not many though, not many. But Northwest St. Catherine is affected by the highway. And the highway have very excellent drains that end in the communities. Who is responsible for the damage or for the appropriate drainage that should take the water coming from off the highways into these communities without equal level of drainage? Where is that in the budget? Yes, where is that in the budget?
Are you asking for, you need to ask me a specific question. I cannot speak in generality because we have many highways in Jamaica.
Well, the highway to Otrias, what's it called again? Oh, the Edward Siaga Highway.
The one that empty.
The Edward Siaga Highway.
The one that that one.
Is it the what I'm trying to understand, is it the purview of the owners of the highway, or is it the purview of the government as it relates to those outlets of water into our communities?
So the operators of the highway are the ones who maintain the drainage. We have not been made aware of any adverse situations. If you have any, you could surely reach out to us.
Also, I'll have to write to you directly.
No, you can write to NROC. You can call me. I'm always available, as you know.
All right, so we'll write. But so NROC is the duty of the areas within the community that the water lets off the highway. You're saying that is the duty of NROC to.
NROC is not the operator of the highway, you know.
So I'm still asking whose duty it is for those areas.
What I'm saying to you, member, is if you have a specific issue that you're noticing, just reach out to me and I'll reach out to NROC and we will address it as best as possible.
All right, no problem. Minister, there are some low areas in communities that depend on sinkholes and almost like water catchments. But throughout the budget, we saw gully cleaning and all of that, but we saw nothing for sinkhole maintenance and those lowlands like Linstead.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of sinkholes is in Linstead. And the soakaways. Yes.
That's what we call them, sinkhole.
The people up in Ty Dixon call it sinkhole. They need to understand of my lobby.
So, thank you very much, member. And I know that you reached out to me last year about some of your sinkholes.
Yes.
So, we can offer some technical assistance, but you would know that a large percentage of these features are the jurisdiction of the local authorities. But the NWA is always willing to examine them from a technical perspective and assist where we can.
Okay. All right, Minister. I want to go back to something you said following up on the member from Central Westmoreland. Am I correct that you said we have 27,000 kilometers of road?
26 to 27.
Right. And did we hear you say that Approximately what percent of those are in some state of disrepair?
But that's difficult to assess because a majority of those, a majority,
That's an estimate percent.
a majority of the roads that are in Jamaica are not under the jurisdiction of the agency of which I oversee. A majority of them are under the jurisdiction of the municipal corporation
With
and other agencies and private roads and so on. So I would not be able to tell you the state of disrepair for a majority of the roads which are not ours.
No, but Minister, you do have a program called Spark that is seeking to deal with all roads.
No.
Not just yours.
No. We have a program called Spark that is dealing with roads that were recommended in consultation, 10 per constituency, where members of parliament, opposition persons, councillors, civil society groups sat down in a room with the residents and they made recommendations, and those are the roads, not all roads.
Okay, is that they reserved to a particular type of road, those recommendations,
So they were for parochial roads.
which is parish council roads?
That is correct.
So therefore, I'm still asking, because you have a program that is to encapsulate both parish council and NWA roads, for which you have indicated that you're fixing both. Do you have any idea of the percentage that is in disrepair? Any
No, I
concept?
don't.
All right. Did you indicate, therefore, that you thought that the 250 kilometers was incorrect and your correction was 12,000 or 1,200?
1,200.
Minister, when you made that response, I thought it is something that you should just take a look back at the numbers. The percentage looks like something maybe off with it when you divide that by the 26,000. And I think we should leave that.
You're asking my,
No,
I don't
no, I
understand.
think we
You're
should,
in the math
because
class.
it's the
or
second
what's
time
going-
I've had the concern. Yeah, second time
Madam
I've had the
Chairperson, the
concern. So-
26 cannot be divided into the 12.
No,
The 12
no.
the
you
1,200
said
was the
26,000
630.
in total the first time, in the first session, and then went to 1,200 with the correction and the division.
I
seemed a
suspect
little off.
we will review it.
So I think we should go back to that afterwards, yeah.
So, Madam Speaker, I'm not sure if you're offering the answer, but okay. So we're confirmed that we have 27,000 kilometers of roads. Current conversation is that the Spark program is targeting 1,200
No. 630 municipal roads.
kilometers.
630 individual municipal roads. 63 main roads. Cumulatively 1,200 kilometers of road.
I think we're on the same page. So you are targeting to improve 1,200 kilometers of road.
Under the Spark program.
Yes, under the Spark program. So do you recognize that that is a 4% of the total roads that you have identified?
Yes, if your assumption is that the only program repairing roads in Jamaica is Spark, which would be a gross inaccuracy.
Would you agree, Minister, that the Spark is the dominant investment as it relates to road infrastructure over the next 3 years?
No. We're spending more on capital projects cumulatively than on Spark.
But is Spark the dominant program?
It cannot be the dominant. When we're
All right.
spending more on capital projects, we're fixing Outerwind Drive, we're fixing Hellshire, we're fixing Grange Lane, we're fixing Mobay Perimeter Road, we're fixing Brayton, we're fixing Long Hill, Barnett Street, and there are also other programs under the National Works Agency, routine maintenance, where we're fixing roads. So Spark is not the dominant program. As a matter of fact, if you add up all the money that we're spending on roads in Jamaica, it's more than what we're spending with Spark.
Okay, all right, I'll accept that. Minister, you indicated that the contract was signed in 2004, work started in March 2025.
2024.
2024, and work started in March 2025. The first 2 years you indicated, Minister, was for actual works, and the final year, the third year, was to ensure that the work was completed in appropriate manner.
That's
Am
not what
correct?
I said.
Can
That's
you
not what
remind
I
us?
said.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 years will be where work is done. The third year is a defects liability period. But based on the contract, I will add to you that work can happen in the defects liability period as well.
Okay, so
But
we're
it's a 2-year contract.
okay. Is there any obligation to the government if we miss that period?
If who misses that period?
If we are
This debate raises serious concern about infrastructure, accountability, and the future of Jamaica roads network. But what do you think? Are this effort enough? Or is more needed? Drop your thoughts below and let's talk, real talk. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more supports.